All right, this is the XM Cable statue. It's a masterpiece. You gotta tell you what that means because that's a big word. I just had to stop the first video got deleted, and then this one just got deleted because Phil was fucking his toy during the video, so I had to stop it because the bells in his cage were ringing as he was humping his toy. So I yelled at him and had to delete the video because he made so much goddamn noise. Whatever. God damn it. Alright, so this is a different video than most. Usually I talk about stupid shit that means absolutely nothing, but this video I have something to say. There was Bowen, Sideshow is a step above Bowen, and XM is a step above Sideshow. I've had 3 of them, and I consider them masterpieces because the entire statue, the quarter scale statue from the base, is amazing. Details everywhere. You can look at every part of the statue for hours. You can study it with scrutiny. Everything. Everything about the statue is so detailed and so perfect that you can look at this statue for hours. And you can't do that with Sideshow pieces or maybe Blizzard Entertainment pieces. For example, this Illidan, you can look at from one angle. And it's, wow, that's perfect. You can do that with Thor premium format. Look at it from one angle. But the cable you can look at from one angle, and it's perfect. But you can go up to it, and you can look at the face. If you go and look at the face over here, look at that. It's perfect. And that's another thing. XM has better paint jobs than Sideshow. That's perfect. You can go down. You can study all of this. This is why it's a masterpiece, because of the detail and the perfection of every part of the statue in terms of paint job, in terms of sculpt. It's just, the whole thing is meant to be studied and examined and looked at, and can be. When you get to the base, look at all of those beautiful shades and hues of purple and blue, and look at they put in real wires. And look at all that circuitry. See, look at the orange in this turbine from a Sentinel. Look at that. You can look at everything. This is why I consider them. You can do that with Magneto. You can do that with Batman. And you can do that with Cable. If you look at the arms, look at all the shades of hues of flesh color and that they used in the arms, and just everything is perfect, and it's meant to be examined. There's Wolverine's claws, and it's the base. It's just the size of it and the amount of perfection that went into it. You see, I'm really not being very articulate. This is real. I don't know, some fucking material, some sort of cloth. There's this arm. You could study it for a long time. So you can study them for a long time, XM statues. They're just meant to be studied. You can't do that with anything else. Punisher Comic Cat is perfect. It's a perfect statue. The form of the human body of a Jack guy is just as good as in the XM. I think it is the Cable. They're similar. I can't say this one's better, but I think it is because of the size of it. It's not 1/5 scale. It's 1/4 scale. It's 1/4 scale, and it has a perfect base, an amazing, huge, perfect base. Punisher Comic Cat's base is perfect. But it's small. It's small and perfect. This is huge. This is a gorgeous base. Look at those corrosive marks on it. And this is actually meant to be a very comic-y piece. So I used to think that blue didn't look that great. But if you look at it, it's like he's like ripped straight out of the comic. So as I said, you can study all of it. But some pieces, like a Thor premium format, the new one, or Illidan from Blizzard Entertainment, which is about the same quality as Sideshow, you can look at from like one angle and it'll be perfect, and you'll be like, oh my god, that just blew me away. It's amazing. Well, that's what you expected with Sideshow, but XM, you could look at everything. But if you look up at this Illidan, Sideshow doesn't make pieces that are 1/4 scale, that from the bottom of the base to the top of the statue and throughout the whole thing, you can look at and just be marveled by it. So I'm gonna look at this. This is a great statue. This Illidan. Look at how great that face is. But here we go. All right, I'm going down it. All right, can I look at that for that? Nah, I'm done looking at that. Can I look at this? It looks cool. All right, it looks all right. That's pretty cool, right? But it's also this cheap crap that freaking they used on Skeletor. I believe they're gonna use it on Jella. They used it in Gamora, and I hate that cheap plastic, and it's something that also that XM doesn't do. They use real materials sparingly, but their pieces are very heavy, and which is awesome, and they're made of quality materials. I don't know. I mean, polystone and resin. They're not. I don't know what it is exactly, but they're not material that is not supposed to be used for making a statue that you're buying, that you should spend hundreds of dollars for and get cheap plastic. So if you go down on this one, like, all right, can I examine that? It's pretty cool. Yeah, I can't really look at that. Can I look at that? Nah, I'm done looking at it. Can I look at that? All right, yeah, look at that. All right, let's get to the base. All right, it's the Burning Crusade. All right. Think I've seen it all. All right. All right, pretty cool base. All right, wow, that's a great statue. That's a great statue. And now, if you look at Cable, oh my God, that is perfect. This is pretty stupid, but this is what it is. You can look at the whole thing. You could just scrutinize it and look at it over. Look at the amazing, 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 amazing. Oh my! Look at all of that. Oh my God! And there's the back and there's switch outs. There's such a difference. And maybe you say it's because Cable, Magneto, and Batman are meant to be, there's just more detailed. Like maybe it's like you can't make Mario detailed. But Sideshow has never done it. Sideshow has made a Magneto, I believe, and it hasn't been like XM's. Sideshow has made a million pieces that they've had the opportunity. They made Batman. They have no detail, but it was still very, very good. No detail, but XM decided to make Batman, and they made it insane. They made it Samurai Batman with this ridiculously detailed and amazing armor with a base that has a gargoyle and Japanese architecture, and they just have done it. Sideshow has had the opportunity to do things they haven't. I mean, the base is Punisher, premium format, the first one. It's a horrible base if you compare it to XM's. It's just a fucking black circle for him to stand on. It's just something for the statue to stand on. Colossus, premium format, all of the X-Men premium formats. They didn't do this. They didn't give you what I would call a masterpiece that is just fabulous to own, as fabulous. I will only say this. I would only buy XM Studio statues in the future. I'll save up my money, and instead of buying 3 premium formats from Sideshow, I would buy 1, maybe like XM Cable or something like that. I don't know if they're all this good. But they are, and that's a lot to get off my chest. I don't know. So, I mean, the only piece that has had as much detail as this, and it's not even close now that I look anymore, is Diablo 3 Overthrown. And the base is definitely not as detailed, and not as much care and thought has been given into Diablo 3 Overthrown's base. The paint job isn't as good. The paint job also with XM pieces is there's no mess ups. There's nothing. This piece is absolutely, it's absolutely perfect. There's no googly eyes. Um, there's absolutely nothing wrong. I think mine has one tiny dot on one spot, but that's it. And the Batman's belt, that's a fuck up, but it's very tiny and it's it doesn't factor in because I just don't think it counts compared to the overall piece. And other ones. So as I say, they have perfect paint jobs. There's no googly eyes, which is common with Sideshow, with Planet Hulk. Dutch premium format, Tychus Finley had googly eyes. I mean, so many of my stats, like half of them had googly eyes. I can't even remember all of them, man. You just get used to it. My Planet Hulk, he was like, looked like a friggin' retard. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that so rudely. But the paint, the eyes are perfect every time. It's perfection. You're seeing perfection with XM Studios, and that's the new standard is moved up to. I mean, look at the lines on his hair. It's perfect. There's no mess ups. This is the only, look at that. Look at the texturing on the fabric in his chest. And look, you can see his abs. The only mess up is this mess up on the paint. This is the only mess up after on a highly scrutinized statue by me. That dot of paint. That's it on the whole thing. So, you know, Sideshow gets you on pieces. For example, paint jobs that have been messed up are, I mean, Iron Man Mark 42 from Sideshow. And the rear of it, the paint job was somewhat sloppy, and you know, you just accepted it because it was the best available. And on Spider-Man and J. Scott Campbell comic cat around the neck and other parts, the lines and stuff weren't crisp and clear. And Spider-Man, the new premium format, there were smudges of paint, of other colored paint on his chest and stuff. That never happens with XM pieces that I've owned. You know, and as I said, the bases, there was another piece that didn't have a great paint job. Well, Thor premium format, the new Thor premium format, his arms, the silver and stuff, his arms that were like that had a few mess ups. The muscles weren't perfect, and the black went into the silver. So that doesn't happen. Sideshow is pretty much, we get you perfect looking from one angle, and but XM is just study this huge beautiful statue. They make huge beautiful statues where every part of them can be under scrutiny, examined and loved and be appreciated. So you know, I don't know, something very unusual for me that's happened in the way of statues. So you're just blown away by the whole thing. Tychus Finley also had googly eyes. Dutch premium format. Dutch premium format. His the best part of that was Dutch premium format was that his from one position his arm looked really perfect and it looked great, and his arm is nothing like this, like Cable's statue. This Cable is nothing nearly as good, and that's not even a huge selling point on this statue. It is, but everything is perfect. You know, so I don't know. It's just it's pretty incredible. It really is. I mean, this base no one's gonna be able to make bootleg XM cable statues because no one could duplicate this paint job. This is a step up. It's very comic-y. I thought that the blue pants didn't look that good, but if you look at the whole statue, it looks like it was. I think he's fucking the toy again, Phil. If you take it, it looks like it was plucked right out of a comic book. So actually, I think the blue looks very good. So yeah, I mean Thor premium format looked perfect from one angle. I mean, if you look at just look at Sideshow Collectibles, the Avengers premium formats, where they had a chance. I mean, they just didn't do perfection. Iron Man Mark 42, the paint job was messed up. The base wasn't spectacular. It was nice. Hulk was great as a whole. The base was garbage. It looked like that, the thing underneath it. You know, Captain America, the base was simple. It was pretty, but it's not a work of art. And also the statue didn't have insane detail everywhere. I mean, I think it didn't. But XM was able to pump out 3 pieces that have had insane detail that I know of throughout the entire statue. So, I mean, and Thor looks great from one angle. From a lot of other angles, it looks stupid. You only display it really in one position, facing one way, and you know, it just can't compare. That's all I can say. So, they look great from one angle. So, it makes Thor look dated, frankly, and other statues. I mean, do you know how big the mess ups that Sideshow's been doing? Arthas Arthas. They're just chunks missing, like pieces missing. Sideshow, Batman premium format. The arm was totally messed up. The arm with the fabric coming down. The Arthas premium the Arthas statue had where his cape met with his neck. It had just a big chunk missing. You just expect these. You just accept these things, and with XM you don't have to. What's another one? Like Tychus Finley, the base wasn't that great. The Hydralis really didn't look that good. I mean, they just mess up. Sideshow messes up, and you just accept it. But we don't have to anymore. We're getting spoiled. So it makes them. Makes some pieces look really dated. Sideshow says that they are stepping it up, and one of the ways that they're stepping it up is, I think it's kind of funny, is with the new Thanos on a throne. And frankly, I'm not impressed by that statue. I really am not. $1,200. Buy yourself instead of buying, buying one of those. Instead of, buy one XM for the price of 2 Thanos. Don't buy 2 Thanos, buy 1 XM. Why you buy 2 Thanos? I don't know. Just doesn't make any sense. But I mean, that Thanos Sideshow is hyping that up so much. They're releasing all these videos and interviews and everything like that. Thanos on her throne. I mean, when you look at it's all about the throne base. I mean, come on, it doesn't look that great. There's nothing that spectacular about it. That's what I think. I mean, they're hyping it up, saying it's the best thing. How excited they are and how they've done all this, and I just I don't buy into. I'm not letting a statue company tell me what's great and I should be excited for. I look at it and I watch the reviews and listen to the great reviewers. No, I don't do that actually. Just look at the fucking statue, and I'm looking at fucking Thanos on a throne, and I ain't too freaking impressed. No, that sounded really dumb. But I'm not too impressed by the Thanos on the throne. I'm not as excited as Sideshow is about it. Sideshow apparently is very excited about it. They're very excited because if they can take their very excitedness and transfer it over to a lot of the stupid collectors on Sideshow collectors forums, maybe they can get more money. That's what I say. And maybe they're saying, hey, we're as good as XM. Look at this. Be as excited as us because we're that good. Look at these. Oh my God, look at the hue of that brown. So I can't say enough about how good this is. No more Sideshow for me. That's what I have to say. I'm not buying anymore. Unless that they could step it up. There's corrosive acid burns, so I haven't read any Cable. I don't know if I am. I might hopefully be done with statues. I'm getting a lot of I'm meeting a lot of girls, and I think that's the only thing that can break my statue addiction, is women, because I guess I'd be done with this if it was a choice between Cable and a nice, pretty, intelligent young girl, well, relatively young. I would choose that. I'm not going to collect these things, if she hates them, and waste my money when I could be spending it on trips and stuff like that. But I'll keep what I have. Look at that. That's incredible. I mean, you could look at everything. Look at how cool that is. That's, look at his cybernetic hand. So, yeah, that's what I have to say. And, you can see his neck muscles. Wow. Been working a lot at Trader Joe's. Crazy store. So I'm pretty tired after making this video because I had a lot to say and I don't know how articulately I got it out, but I just think XM is awesome. So I chose the opportunity to make masterpieces where an entire quarter scale statue with the base is godly, and they've never done it. They've messed up with paint, they've messed up with fabric apps, and they've messed up just doing huge mess ups to the pieces, like the chunk that's missing from the cape in the Arthur statue. The huge mess up with the biggest statue they've probably ever had with the first Batman that they were able to make. The huge mess up, and just subpar paint jobs. When you compare them to XM does not mess up with a paint job, no googly eyes. So this is more than I've ever talked about actual statues in statue videos. So hope you thought my thoughts were somewhat interesting and if helpful, or if agreeable. If not, whatever, that's just what I think, and I hope you enjoyed it, and you got some shots of Cable, and it's I'll enjoy this for many, many years to come. This is never leaving my collection.